I am seeing a huge fallacy that is holding back so many powerful light workers from absolutely thriving in their business in their highest potential. And we need to talk about it because this was something that I moved through as well. And because I decided to make the choice to move through this limiting belief, I've now scaled my business to a six-figure business in under 2 years. And this was because I sat with the discomfort. And so this is a limiting belief that I'm like seeing play out online. And so let's get to talking about it. First off, my name is Lily Rae, and my specialty is helping lead lightworkers to their soulmate clients. And how you're going to find your soulmate clients is by identifying them and then getting like super specific on the transformation you're meant to lead them to. This is all intuitively guided, by the way. This is not something that you like choose. And a lot of times it's going to cause your brain to be flustered until you can remove the energy between and sit with it. So, that being said, this is a limiting belief I keep saying. When it comes to getting more specialized, getting more clear, and like having to kind of, intuitively choose the specific outcome you're leading people to. So, meaning you're getting more specific in your client. You're not just helping everybody with healing, you're helping a certain client on a certain path. What happens is a lot of light workers feel that this is limiting. Their brain tells them it's limiting. They feel like it's limiting. But actually, this is a limiting belief that is between you and your abundance era. So I'm going to tell a bit about my story. I did general intuitive readings for over a year. And for over a year, I barely made $1,000 a month. And I was getting nudges about soulmate clients this whole time. I had clients that felt like soulmates who are my like soulmate clients today. They're light workers who are building solid business and who still feel called to work with me. But I was ignoring this nudge because I was like, oh, it feels limiting. Like I'm a multidimensional human being. I'm a multidimensional being. Like I want to be able to do it all. And so my POV was like all these modalities I wanted to use, it would be limiting if I like only did this one thing. And so months went by, I continued to ignore this and I continued to see the same outcome every month, no matter like what changes I made. I was trying to sell general coaching, all these things. I just kept seeing the same outcome and I kept getting the same nudges. And then the nudges got so loud. I even started having like mentors start to like really call me out on it and was starting to like see this happen around me. And what I realized is that when I decided to sit with that feeling and when I somatically moved through it, it was a feeling that told me it was scared of success. It showed up as this blob. In my head, it was like, it's limiting. No, 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 don't do it. But then when I showed up, it was literally a blob from Star Wars that told me that this was going to be scary because I would be successful. Your body knows these types of energetic shifts. And what happens is when you specialize your gifts, you create a vortex effect. Think about it, when you're manifesting to the universe, if you're doing a bunch of different things, like, yes, there's different streams open for the universe, but at the same time, you're putting in all these different signals. And when you get really clear on your outcome, you can still open up different paths, but you're creating a vortex effect of anyone that you're calling in fits in these services. And this is much more potent. And this is actually, once I moved through this emotion and set into my path, within 6 months, I went from 1K months to 5K months overnight, and then another 5K month overnight to 20K months to a 40K month, and now 20K months to 40K months. All because I decided to listen to the gut feeling. Your intuition knows where you need to be in order to thrive. And so if you are feeling this cognitive dissonance to these nudges, you are literally avoiding your fucking destiny. You're literally avoiding your success. Success is extremely, extremely triggering and much harder to sink into than failure is. And so your body is going to be running away from success, and you're going to have to become aware of this and counteract it. You are meant to be a specialist because this is what's going to connect you with your soulmate clients. Because when you specialize, you're not just choosing a specialization, you're literally doing it. This is how I lead, is intuitively to connect to your soulmate audience. This is the power of specialization. You're literally creating a vortex effect. You're creating yourself like a household name for yourself. Also, general transformation is less valued than specialized transformation. When you think of a hospital and we have the general practitioners and then the specialists, we got the surgeons, the more specialized they are, the better paid they are. And the same goes for soul-led work. What also happens is your business turns from a transactional healing business. Yes, there's still beautiful transformation, so many things you can do. And I do think there's people who are meant to thrive here, but that's not you. Like, you're here to do something that is more potent and deep. And the deeper you get, the more you're actually, just by your business existing, you're moving people into the new paradigm. Not There's some of this in healing businesses that are transactional, but it is not to the same effect. And a lot of these businesses are existing within the matrix. So when you exist within the matrix, this is like basically you're still fitting within the box rather than using the box to defy the laws and use the laws of the universe and defy the laws of pretty much physics. Like, what happened in 2024 for me didn't make a lot of sense. It literally was like, whoosh, rocket launch. But none of this makes sense. None of this is supposed to make sense. And when you harness these powerful energetics, so much can change overnight. And so I want to encourage you to sit with these feelings, because goddamn, I am so glad that I sat with them, because otherwise I would probably still just be trying to get my readings to scale and being absolutely burning myself out with readings. There are people who are meant to probably do readings and share their gifts in that way, but it's like you're going to use all your modalities and all of your gifts when you choose to fall into the path that has been chosen for you. The universe will knock you there. Maybe this video is on your page or this podcast is on your page for a reason, because you are meant to specialize and the universe is knocking you around. It's going to make it apparently clear. If you are not thriving where you are, it means that something needs to shift. And if you're seeing this video, you're likely being called to specialize. Like, you are the top doc. You are meant to be like the top doc in the hospital that does like crazy transformations, crazy healings. And this is actually the key to that, is getting laser clear on who you're serving and the outcome you're serving them to. This is something that we're going to be really covering in Groundbreaker on Thursday, and you are not going to want to miss this class, because holy shit, it is talking about all of these powerful foundations and energetics that are going to help catapult your business like overnight. And this is stuff I've seen with clients as well, literally going from void space to 4-figure sales to one-on-one clients, etc., within weeks of implementing this stuff. It's really, really powerful. Really powerful. So if you're feeling these nudges, and what you're probably feeling right now in your business is you're feeling like people are kind of friend zoning you. They just kind of want to indulge in your content. Maybe some people are interested, but then they don't really ping in. It's because they're subconscious. Even if they like you and your energy and they trust you and they know that you have something for them, they cannot subconsciously feel and cannot subconsciously understand what you're going to bring them. So you need to be able to identify this. And so you're probably feeling people come into your page. Maybe you're like feeling some people maybe you have some videos that go viral, but it's like, it's not equating into people jumping into your services and jumping into your world. And so this is the major difference here, because when you specialize your gifts, you're going to stand way more in authority. You're going to be speaking to such a specific person that they literally feel like you're speaking to them. And this is going to open the doors for thousands of people to come through your business in your lifetime, if not more. This is literally like manifestation in real time on your page. And it's actually going to light you up more. I thought that letting go of things or having to specialize would like feel limiting. Again, that voice that was in my head. And actually what I found out was the hundreds of love readings I did not light me up. At the time, because I was using my gifts, they lit me up more than anything I'd ever done before in my corporate job. So if you're coming from corporate, this is probably a lot of where this like old stuff is coming from. Like, yes, I love sharing my gifts, but no, I didn't love doing the hundreds of love readings I did. When I looked back and I finally let go of everything, it was actually a sigh of relief. Literally a sigh of relief. That is the magic when you decide, and this again is a decision, to move through the fear and jump into your specialization. Again, this is the path of abundance. And I know that you are someone who is here to make it. So I know that you're going to take this information and fucking run with it. Don't forget to join for Groundbreaker. The link is in the bio, and it's going to be an epic class.